Hello there, this is Matt once again, going live, and haven't done a solo of these for a little bit, so at least solo-wise, this might be the 1st of April, but for those who watch us afterward, I hope you're doing well. I had a very fun live stream commentary with the guys at Dead Pit Radio on the movie Alien. Definitely check them out at Dead Pit Radio YouTube channel for those who want to give that a look. And there's not really a topic for today. Just gonna stream for a little bit and see what happens next. Hello, Meadowland. You're the first. How are you doing tonight? How's it going? You are the first. There you go. How you doing, man? How's it going? Actually, let me make sure so I don't touch the microphone on the bottom of the phone because I have a bad tendency. I need to get one of those things that just holds the phone there. Like you just place the phone and hold it there so that I'm not always touching the microphone on the bottom. Hey there, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. And yeah, doing good. Cool. Glad to hear it. So, trying to think of what's the news of today. I guess Will Smith has been banned for 10 years from the Oscars. So, I guess after that, it's going to quiet down on the whole Will Smith thing. Because, again, hey Julie, I did get your request. I will be uploading the Freddy's Dead commentary tomorrow. I apologize if it's not the best commentary. I was a bit under the weather when I did it. Thankfully, I'm feeling a bit better, but hopefully you'll enjoy. But that will be uploaded tomorrow, so thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, banned for 10 years, I believe. So I'm sure that'll quiet down all the thing. I don't know who you are. Never seen you before. Viewer Drew, hello there. How you doing? Possession, I hated. I thought it was an awful film, boring, confusing, muddled, everything in the above. I think it's an awful film. Way too long, way too boring. Stating the obvious, hello there. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Alan Stanley, I'm doing okay. How are you doing tonight? I've not seen Feral, but if it stars Scout Taylor Strata Compton, I'm not really a big fan of her as an actress. April Fool's Day remake, Halloween remake, did not like either of those. I'm not a fan of Death Wish 5. I like 2, I like 3, I like 4, I like the remake, but I'm not a fan of 5. Hey Rich, I'm doing okay. I did get your request for the episode of Stairway to Heaven, The Crow. I will get to that as soon as I can. But I hope you're doing well. I have never heard of you in your life or in my life, and this is the first time I've even heard of you, dude. So, okay, never even heard of you before, never seen you before, never even chatted with you before. So I have no idea who you're talking about. No, I'm not a fan of the Evil Bond films. Um, yeah, maybe one day, but the '80s. I mean, eh, no one really watches letterbox stuff, so I'm doing okay. BV Hunter, hope you're doing well too. Yeah, I saw the link. It didn't really say a lot because it was talking about William Lustig did not like Jess Speedman, but it never talked about why William Lustig did not like Jess Speedman. They didn't really go into detail with that, so yeah, I wish they went in more detail. What William Lustig had a, why did he have such an issue with Jess Speedman? Clint Eastwood probably declined. I'm sure he was asked, but I think he declined. I think Stallone asked him. Yeah, I like the first one. Uh, but I'm just very busy with requests, so who knows if I'll ever get to it. But I'm so bad though with requests. I'm just doing this kind of take a bit of a break, and then after this, I'll be doing more requests. But Sonic, I like the first one, so the second one looks fun. But again, I got like 20 at least to get to. So thank you, Justin W. I appreciate the kind words. BV Hunter, hello there. Yeah, thank you for the kind words. I haven't seen Moonfall. Then some weird I don't know, some weird cycle guy came on here who I've never even heard of before, but whatever. But yeah, Bean James, I've never heard of Moonfall. I mean, I haven't seen Moonfall. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. I was looking at someone else's comment, got confused. I don't know what movie started my love. I don't know what that would be. It's been so far back, I can't remember. Speedman seems pretty damn likable. Oh yeah, William Lustig. Yeah, I mean, if he wanted the details of what the deal was, but I haven't seen Morbius. But I know Michael CP hated it. I know Michael King Choice Voice hated it. It seems like most people hated it, so probably is a bad movie. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Favorite Martin Lawrence movie was Bad Boys 1 and 2. I like a lot of Roland Emmerich films. I think I'll like Moonfall because I know I'm getting a dumb movie, but it's not at least part of a franchise. But I kind of want that big, dumb, fun movie that's. It doesn't feel like it would be pretentious like Marvel movies. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if I liked Moonfall if I ever saw it because I liked Independence Day. I liked White House Down. People said the same thing about White House Down, and I liked White House Down, so I probably would like Moonfall. Oh, I don't even know on that. I'm mainly I listen to soundtracks from that period. Okay, I've heard it sucked. I've heard Sonic 2 was shitty and the first one was better. So that's cool here. Seems like everyone's talking about how shitty Sonic is. Well, they also said how shitty the Batman is, and I liked that movie. So my favorite Roland Emmerich is Universal Soldier. Yeah, I mean, it made sense. I mean, if Bruce Willis was doing those movies while he had a brain illness, then it kind of made sense. Because if the brain illness was affecting his roles in those movies, then it's not really fair. My favorite Simpsons kid was Homer Simpson growing up. Hey, no problem. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it. Oh, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed Hard Target. I know this is a 4K, but it's not the work print version. They don't have that on there, but there's a 4K version out of that. Um, I don't know because it came out on April 1st, April Fool's Day. So I don't know if he said anything afterward about it. We'll see like a month from now what he'll say about it. I did review Small Soldiers. Wasn't really big on it. I just felt like I mean it's a rip off of Gremlins, Sixth Sense or Armageddon. Well, between those two, probably Armageddon. Um, we'll see. The Day After Tomorrow, I thought was just okay. Like I don't mind it, but uh, I liked White House Down and 2012 more than Day After Tomorrow. Uh, I would say The Edge is a bit better. I think it's a bit better made, but I do like Surviving the Game. Hey Jojo, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I figured about Moonfall. Just a movie that just kill time, be boring. Well, hopefully not be boring. I don't know why I'm getting discombobulated. Oh, because I read did kill time on a boring Sunday, notably a rainy one. No. Ambulance never interested me. Sonic 2, I like the first Sonic, but I don't know if I'll see it because I'm just backed up with requests. I'll be too busy doing that. Favorite 90s horror movies? It depends what kind of horror movies you're looking for. I mean, I'm more into creature features like. Well, I mean, I love the Blair Witch Project, the 1990 film Jacob's Ladder, Tremors, The Relic, Deep Rising, among others. So, why do you hate Never Bat Down? Because the acting is terrible. It's that Amber Heard. That's another reason to hate it. It has terrible fight scenes. What's there to like it about it? Bill Skarsgård. That means nothing to me because they've been wanting a Crow film for 20 years and they always cast someone. It was Jason Momoa, and then it was this, and it was that. I don't buy anything until they're actually making a film. What do you think of? I like the first three best of the best movies. Crime Story was okay. It's an okay film. Um, it's okay. The deleted scene didn't. I was indifferent. I'm pretty indifferent. I do see why it was cut out. Not on YouTube. Most things I've seen on YouTube, they disliked it. So that just doesn't sound like my cup of tea. No, it was just a hostage and then Hudson Hawk, but no, there's no more that I've seen so far. No. Ezra Miller is a nutcase. He's a fucking nutcase. That guy is fruitier than a Fruit Loop. He's nuttier than a nutcracker. You go into people's houses and you're. He was a shitty Flash to begin with. I don't know, maybe insanity flash in his head has kept at it like an epileptic seizure. Ezra Miller is a psycho. Fuck Ezra Miller. Yeah, I mean, what more can they do? It's been done. Now I'm sure the Will Smith stuff will go to bed news wise, because what else can you really talk about? And that'll be that. I think he'll go away for a year and tell people forget. Never heard of Inferno. Ambulance, no, and I'm not really interested in seeing the film. The trailer did nothing for me. Who would I hire to star in an action film? If you wanted to get in the shape and give him one last go, Jess Speakman. I mean, I can't even say that without a trailer. I mean, there's supposed to be a new Thor film coming out in 3 months, and there's no trailer. Man Steedo? No. No, I hate Rambo Last Blood. I hated it when I first saw it. I still think it's a piece of shit. Fuck Rambo Last Blood. It's a piece of shit Rambo film. There's only four good Rambo films. That fifth one can suck at my nuts. It was a lame movie. It was boring. It was terrible story, terrible script. A daughter niece character niece that was completely a block of wood. Knock on wood. I reviewed the Wrong Turn remake. Didn't care for it. I review it on the channel. Not a fan of trauma films. Hate trauma films a lot. Think trauma films suck. At least that's my opinion. Oh, thank you, Jojo. The $10 super chat. You hear of this other YouTuber by the name of your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete. He does a series called Nails in the Coffin. It's pretty interesting. He breaks down on some character decisions. First time I've heard of it. I've never heard of your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete. That's a mouthful for a YouTube username, but I have never heard of that. So yeah, I don't really know much about that channel. So sorry about that. Uh, no. I mean, the anniversary of the Blair Witch Project has passed, and nothing ever happened to it. So no special edition, no special edition from like Arrow Video, Stream Factory. You do like a commentary with the three actors commenting on the film. There, you can have someone put together a longer cut of the film that's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. You could put that on there. That documentary. There's a lot of stuff you could do for it, but there's been nothing. See, I think you're a troll and you're making stuff up. The review of Back to the Future is up. I've always enjoyed the film. Now, listen, I know here you got your 5 minutes being a troll. I'm putting this up there to let people know this is the type of stuff that happens all the time. People making stuff up. I've always liked Back to the Future. I've done reviews of the film where I enjoy it. It's still up to this day. The proof is in the pudding. And video proof that I've done Back to the Future rant. Again, you're making stuff up. Yeah, ha ha. Good for you. See, bunch of idiots. At least make up something I did hate. Like Spider-Man No Way Home. I did hate that, and I gladly hate that movie. Um, well, why would there be a sequel to Army of Darkness? I mean, there's no one would finance an Evil Dead 4 for the longest time, and then they did that Ash versus Evil Dead TV show. Because Army of Darkness was not a box office hit. The Last Stand is much better than Bullet to the Head. Bullet to the Head with Stallone is an awful film. So easily The Last Stand is much better. I didn't watch the Outer Limits TV show. Not a fan of the Hatchet films. Thanks, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a review of An American Wolf in London on the channel. I don't mind the film. It's okay. It's okay. But I prefer Dog Soldiers. I prefer Silver Bullet and other werewolf films. But I like American Wolf in London. Hey there. Hope you're doing well. Doing okay. That will never happen. So if you're holding your breath for 100K, that will never happen. If I live to be 250 years old by some miracle, I would never reach 100K. But that's reality. But thanks, though. I believe I reviewed Tombstone, but I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite westerns. Let's see, Back to the Future trilogy. Probably the first two Bill and Ted's, although I do like the Back to the Future, at least the first two films. Um, why Natasha Kensky as Phoebe Cates? I thought Phoebe Cates did a good job as a character. Who would win? I would go with Jason Voorhees. Everywhere All at Once. I have no, I have no thoughts on the film. I don't know about that. Why am I not a fan? Because it's terrible comedy, it's terrible, unlikable characters, and even the killer looks goofy as hell, like a derp. And other than gore, there's nothing going for those films. If you can name three other things other than gore, good luck, because I can't. Well, it has to be like reasonable. If like someone's like, "Hey, I want you to review this 4-hour movie," I'd be like, "That's a bit unreasonable." Or there's stuff I just don't want to get into, like cuties and other stuff. So it just depends. Just depends. I definitely like Red Heat more than Raw Deal. I have reviewed Maximum Overdrive. I love the film. It's a personal favorite of mine. Humanoids from the Deep, I didn't mind it for what it was. Fan commentary on Final Destination, sure. I mean, I do enjoy the movie. Sure, I like Final Destination too. It's probably my favorite of the franchise, although I do like the first one. Hey, hope you're doing well in Norway. Hope everything is okay and safe there. I have no interest in a new Wolfman film. I think there's not much you can do with a Wolfman movie nowadays. Why was the lady smelling Aquaman's dirty sweater in Justice League? Because he thought, I don't know, she thought it was Aquaman's underwear. No, I don't look forward to Scream 6. It made money. Why would they not do it? It made money. It made money. They want to latch on to the nostalgia train. And the difference is people will praise and love Scream 6 as well, like they did Scream 5. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I would rather watch that than Fantastic Beasts 3. I reviewed the film. I reviewed Backdraft 2 on the channel. It was awful. That's when Universal was making direct-to-video sequels on anything that you get their hands on. Like they did Bulletproof. No, Universal, not Warner Brothers. Universal. It was Universal doing it. Universal said, let's make sequels to whatever. That's why they did Bulletproof 2, a sequel to the Adam Sandler film. So they had Bulletproof 2, Backdraft 2, all that stuff. Doom Annihilation. And Backdraft 2 was god awful. I picked Rocky 4. Yeah, but I meant like either animation or movie form. Comic books as a sequel, eh. And I read some of those comics, they were poorly written. At least the ones I read. Maybe these are different ones, but the ones I read, they were poorly written. I'm like, Jack Byrne would not sound like this. So again, maybe these are different comics, but the comics I read, I'm like, Jack Byrne doesn't talk like this. It just, and the artwork wasn't really that great. Yeah, those are both great Bruce Willis films, two of Bruce's more underrated movies. 16 Blocks I don't mind, but I think Mos Def was miscast. Or at least his accent with the way he talked was very aggravating. Favorite slasher icon? Nowadays I would see Freddy Krueger. His personality, how inventive his dream scenes were in the first group of films. It'd be Freddy Krueger. Uh, I'm too busy with paid requests, man. I got like at least 20 to get to right now, and some of them are commentaries, which takes time because some of them are 2 hours and so forth, and they stack up and just you know I'm getting like 3 4 videos up a day. That it's hard to keep up, but I'm doing the best I can. Unbearable weight of massive talent. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I hope it's good because I like Nick Cage. I actually did a video talking about the trailer to Nope, which I guess I've now learned means not on planet Earth. That's why it's called Nope, because it's not on planet. I actually have a video talking about the trailer if you want to check that out. Watchmen or Ghost Rider. Watchmen is better visual feast. Ghost Rider though felt shorter and just faster paced. I mean, in fairness, I'd probably say Watchmen. You know, it is a better feast for the eyes. Yeah, I liked some of those, so that would be better. Yes, I did enjoy The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. I actually had the DVD set of it over there. I did enjoy the show. Um, if it's a paid request, maybe, perhaps. Yes, I did. I believe I have the PS2 version around here somewhere. I think I have it somewhere in this thing here. Yeah, I mean, Jada is a bitch. You know, as they say, if she was given a blowjob, it would look like a tennis ball. You know, Will Smith, it looked like he was from the streets of Philadelphia, and Jada looked like she was from the movie. And Will Smith being banned for Oscars for 10 years, cool. I'm sure that'll be the end of the Will Smith, and he'll disappear for a year or so, and that'll be that. Rambo 4, Rocky 4. Uh, hmm. I grew up more Rocky 4. I think I put that higher on my list. But I do love Rambo 4. So I have to think about that because I think on my list I put Rocky 4 higher because I grew up more with the film. I just have much more nostalgia with Rocky 4. But I do love Rambo 4 a lot. I did not see Morbius. Um, Elm Street. Hmm. I'll go with Elm Street remake. Big Boss. What's Big Boss? I don't know what Big Boss is. I have no idea what that is. Sorry, Chris. 1090s actually. I don't know. 10 is a lot to pick. I have to think about it. But I mean, Predator 2, The Last Boy Scout, Showdown Little Tokyo, I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, The Perfect Weapon and Deadly Outbreak with Jeff Speakman, Drive from 1997, Mark Dacascos, just to name a couple. Rocky 5 to be a better movie. Stallone's performance, don't be so punch drunk in the performance. I don't think it fits. Don't let Rocky. You got to change the story. Don't have Rocky lose everything they built up for. You don't even really need to make the movie. Just make Rocky 4 the end. You know, just don't make it. Yeah, it was fun with the guys that did Pit Radio on their YouTube channel. They invited me to do a commentary on Alien. We did uh, Christmas time, Ernest Saves Christmas commentary. And they invited me onto YouTube. It's been a lot of fun. I've known those guys for years and years. And it's a lot of fun just shooting the breeze. Very easy to talk to. Very good guys. I'm not a big rap guy, but if I had to choose, it would be more old school rap. The Northman, I don't even know what that is. Expendables 4. I didn't like Expendables 3, so fuck Expendables 4. Let's see. Favorite Kolchak Night Stalker episode? I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of them. The one sticks out in my mind is the werewolf, which is it was interesting. It took place on a boat on a cruise ship. It's a different environment. So I definitely liked the werewolf one. That's one that sticks out to me. I didn't watch Renegade. I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it. Hey, Nick B, hope you're doing well. Hulk Ultimate Destruction, I think I had the game, but I only played it for like 5 minutes. Favorite top 10 TV shows? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I know X Files was on there. God, I gotta think now. TV shows. I grew up with Elf, the sitcom Elf. I liked Reno 911. I liked Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe. I liked Insomniac with Dave Attell. Scare Tactics, especially the first 2 or 3 seasons. I do enjoy Mercury Rising. That's an underrated Bruce Willis film. Oh, I got another super chat. Thank you to Z. Thank you for so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Z says, been watching your videos for a few years. Love the content. My mom be in tears when I show her your rant videos. Keep up the great work, Matt. I really do appreciate that, man. You know, Jojo and Z for the super chats. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not much. I'm very, very, very low on the totem pole of YouTube, but which shows how good I am. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and people do it 2 years. They're like, 300,000. I'm like, yeah. Damn, that shows how good I am, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. I will never be up there. I'm just not good enough for my videos, but at least I know my limitations. As a wise man said, you, you got to know your limitations. But thank you for the kind words. So let me trying to get to people's comments. Let's see. My favorite Punisher is Dolph Lundgren, but I do like Thomas Jane. Sonic 2 I would like to see, but again, I'm just so busy with requests. I have like 20, at least 20 right now to get to. Well, he said the Bid Boss or Hulk 2, so I didn't really get why he would say that doesn't make any sense, Bid Boss or Hulk 2. But I don't know what you're talking about, Hulk 2. Like, what do you mean by Hulk 2? Am I wishing a Hulk 2 was made? Because there is no Hulk 2 film. So, yeah, I don't really get what you mean. There is no Hulk 2 movie. No, Sally, I haven't seen it. I apologize. I've been just so busy with everything going on, so I apologize. I have not seen it. I do apologize for that. Yeah, Samaritan that was supposed to come out this year and then disappeared, and no one has heard of it since. So I do like The Shining. Classic movie. Yeah, the 80s is a good one. Yeah, the 80s is a good choice. Thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. Doing okay. Just going to do this for a little while and see what happens next. I reviewed the film. I reviewed the new Chainsaw Massacre. The reviews on the channel. I hated it. I thought it was absolutely garbage. But the review is on the channel. Yes, I did like the remake, but the original I prefer. Especially the Mole Hours cut, which is the longest cut of the film that's on YouTube. Someone edited all the footage together, but I saw the remake in the theater. I did like it, but I much prefer the original. Expendables 4 will have the biggest budget. Well, great. So is it budget for more CGI? Because they've been showing a lot of CGI, which is the mistake. Go more practical, more real, more down to earth, more down and dirty. That's See, that right there doesn't do anything for me because it makes me think there's going to be a lot more CGI. And plus, it's not even Expendables 4. It's a Jason Statham film. This is on his character, Lee Christmas. It's his movie. And the others just appear as sidekicks. For me, it's the Batman. I like Duel. It's a good movie. How you doing, John? Zero Cool. A good guy in here, but I like Duel. I always thought it was a fun film. Hey, Manny. Well, my favorite is Hard Target. My favorite is Hard Target. Universal Soldiers up there. My Cyborg's a personal favorite of mine. Bloodsport. Oh, if you mean timeline wise, after '94, Time Cop. The Order I enjoyed. Wake of Death I enjoyed. Wake of Death, The Order, Universal Soldier: The Return. I think is underrated. To name a few, The Shepherd Border Patrol is good. Six Bullets was a good one. I don't know what you mean by Hood. It was awful though. I'd have to see a list of Sidney J. Fury films. Favorite guns and movies: the Pulse Rifle and Aliens, and the Jatomatic machine gun and Cobra. I think it's called the Jatomatic. I reviewed Tremor Shrieker Island. I didn't care for it that much. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate the kind words. I think I reviewed Young Sherlock Holmes, I believe. Clue. Someone did a documentary on the film where they interview people. You should check out. If you type Clue documentary, someone filmed a documentary, but they never released it. And they interviewed like Tim Curry and Michael McKean and put that on there. Like, where's that documentary? It was been made. Um, I can't answer that. I don't know. Um, Probably We Were Soldiers. Don Cheadle, I'm pretty indifferent on. First R-rated action film, I don't remember. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate the kind words. Don't give a fuck about Lethal Weapon 5. It's not needed. Sam Rockwell, good actor. He was in Moon. He was in quite a few other films. He's again good actor. Galaxy Quest. I think I reviewed Magnificent Seven. It's all right. It was there. It was okay. I think I reviewed it. Thank you for the kind words, Nick B. Appreciate it. God Odian spinoff. I hope not. No Touch for Old Men, not my cup of tea. Boss Baby, I never saw. Why would I watch Boss Baby? Do you think Stallone should retire? Yes, I do. There's no video game movie called Hulk 2. I have no idea what you're talking about. Video game movie. And what does that have to do with the Big Boss? Again, Gary, you're confusing me. I don't know what Bruce Lee's Big Boss and Hulk 2 have in connection with each other, but okay. I don't get it. Hell or High Water, I didn't see. Doesn't seem like my cup of tea. Fair first person shooter, Doom 3. I like Serious Sam. Doom 3 and Serious Sam, I did like those. With Dolph Lundgren, probably the Peacekeeper I liked more. The best actor is Edward Norton, but I think the best film is the 2003 Hulk movie. Favorite Ewan McGregor film? I don't know. I'd have to see a list. All Tomorrows. I have no idea what that is. Striking Distance or Red? Probably Red. I don't know. I mean, I don't like Patton Oswalt. Jason Lee, I don't mind. Jack Black has been funny for a while. Well, do I mind Chainsaw 3? No. Do I like the remake? Yeah. So I don't mind either one. American Samurai, I don't remember much about, man. Hey, Rockarola, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Hey, Masked Singer. I don't give a fuck about Beverly Hills Cop 4. Fuck that movie. No, don't care about Teen Titans. Yeah, Death Wish 4 used a lot of music from other stuff. Commentaries for those? I mean, those are long. That's long. Like Crystal Lake Memories is like 4 or 5 hours long. So it would have to be a big request because, like, you try to sit down and talk for 5 hours and try to keep interest. It's pretty tough. So it'd have to be a decent amount to do that. Elm Street 2 or Friday 2. Between those two, probably Elm Street 2. I don't know anything about the that. People ask me about that. I'm pretty indifferent. Pretty indifferent on it. I'm fine with it being cut out. Uh, I'll go Double Team because Double Team's just a weird but interesting movie. Cult of Chucky is shittier. Just fuck those Chucky movies, those later ones. No, didn't play the Friday 13th because that's I know there's a single player, but just the single player did not look fun. That's more of an online game, and I can't do online stuff like that with games. The internet does not allow it with satellite internet. The only way I can do this is with my phone, with the just service I pay per month. No, I ranted on Coming to America. I ranted on it. I thought it was a piece of shit sequel. Tangled Cash was considered a decent hit, but because of all the problems with, they had to reshoot stuff. There was infighting with the director, being fired pretty much. All the headaches, all the re-editing. I think they were hoping the movie would make more than it did. And because of all the hoopla, you didn't see a sequel. Why am I different, Don Cheadle? Because I could take him or leave him. He's fine as an actor, but I don't go out my way to seek out a film just because Don Cheadle's in it. I think Con Air is better because it's more fun, more entertaining, has better pacing, and Face Off is too long. And Nick Cage, he's badly going over the top in that film. I think Nick Cage does it well in Con Air. The better, fun type of performance is his Con Air persona. I have no idea who Jasper No is. 48. I gotta go with Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, I mean, I kind of touched on this when I reviewed Hostage. It does excuse him being a dickhead for a decade and so, but I mean, I knew for a while someone had told me months and months ago that Bruce Willis had a stroke, like a year or two ago, and that there could have been some type of dementia or memory loss, and it seems like that's becoming the case. So I'm not really surprised. And to be honest, I'm glad he's retiring. It sucks he has a brain illness. I don't wish that on anyone. I don't. That doesn't excuse him treating people like dirt for most of his career. But yeah, I mean, aphasia is not a. Yeah, that's a tough thing to have. So it's too bad. A movie that related to you? Not really. Nothing that related to me. John P. Ryan, he's fine as a character actor. Shocker's easily better. Sleep Stalker's not that good of a movie. Well, I just reviewed it. The original Death Wish. I'm not really a fan, but I respect it. But it's not a bad film. So the original Death Wish. Bruce Willis' most underrated film. Underrated in what way? There's underrated in word of mouth, and there's underrated by box office. Word of mouth wise, I would say Live Free or Die Hard because I think that's a damn good sequel. But a lot of people do not like it and lump it with Die Hard 5 as a bad Die Hard film. I mean, Fifth Element did not do well at the box office, so and no one talks about the Fifth Element now. So if that's the case, I would say the Fifth Element or The Last Boy Scout. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, American Ninja 2 is my favorite. And then after that, probably American Ninja 1. I, I did a video years ago. I did 2 years ago. I did a video saying Kevin Smith should retire. It's still up. When the trailer for Silent Bob reboot, you know that film everyone remembers. Do people remember that film? No, exactly. 2 years ago, I said he should retire. I was shitting on Kevin Smith before the internet did. I did it first. I was shit on Kevin Smith before people on the internet did with He-Man. I was shit on him first. 2 years ago, bitches. 2 years ago. It's just like Star Wars. When the day that came out, I did a video saying this is bullshit. These films are going to be bullshit. And people called me crazy. And The Force Awakens, I called it The Full of Shit Awakens. I said this is going to suck. And some people said I was crazy. Just like 2 years ago, the video's still up. Kevin Smith, type Kevin Smith retire on my channel 2 years ago. I said Kevin Smith should retire 2 years ago. And lo and behold, what happened? He did the stupid fucking He-Man stuff. And Clerks 3 now. I like 2015, I said, just like Avatar, I said in 2010, Avatar is an overrated fucking film. And people said I was crazy. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Now who gives a shit about Avatar? And it's on my channel, 2010. On one of the first videos of this channel was because you can only do 10, 15-minute videos. Avatar. I said it sucks. It's overrated. Although I was much nicer back then. Same with fucking Star Wars Force Awakens in 2015. And people say I was crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. And look what happened. Because no one wants to listen to me. Because I don't know nothing. Oh well. Yes, I do know who Slender Man is. I've seen people play the game, but I never played the game. I did not see the anime movies, the Dead Space, but I do love the first two games. Yeah, that would have been much worse. I mean, of course, that would have been much worse. I mean, his career would be dead if that literally dead if that's the case. If that happened, Bruce Lee versus Hulk. Bruce Lee's a person. Hulk is the Hulk. I mean, I don't see how that's a match. I'm not a fan of the Creed films. I hated both of them. Bone Dry, I've never heard of. I didn't care for the book. I read that in high school because it was there and I liked it in the first movie. I thought the book was boring. Yeah, I did. It's going to like people's point of view and it's not an action. I didn't really feel any horror. It was more trying to be contemplative. This weird agent and his whole deal. It felt like it was a lot of the guy and girl just on a farm talking with each other, and then once a blue moon, a monster was doing something. It just seemed like a very boring story, and I thought the movie was much better, faster paced, and more entertaining. I never cared for the book. That's why I'm glad they changed it for the movie. And no, it takes too long to read a novel. It would take so long to read a novel. That'd be hard to do for review. Twister's a classic. I think it's a damn good movie. I reviewed Burial Ground Nights of Terror. It's an awful movie. I have a review of that on the channel. I mean, the thing with me, if I see a film, it would have to be in other ways because there's not a movie theater that close enough to me. Unless I go like, I mean, one that's actually viable. Unless it's like 40 miles. And with gas being the price it is, can't afford it. Can't afford it. So if I ever do see it, it either be wait until Blu-ray or I see it in other ways on the high seas with Johnny Depp. Um, yeah, I don't think they would ever be in those movies. I would say of those, I prefer Jeff Speakman. I don't know what the Warner Brother the merger is. I think you mentioned that before. I don't know what that is. Sorry, I have no idea what that is. Favorite WWF theme song? I don't really have a favorite theme song for that. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite. I didn't mind her in the Until Dawn video game. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm not a Wes Anderson fan, no. Troy Hart, I think. Hmm. He's okay. There's others I liked better. John Woo, Ringo Lamb. But Troy Hart, I don't mind. Why would I watch Jeepers Creepers Reborn? No, I'll pass. The Ghoulies suck, though. It don't need a crossover. Yeah, even though Jim Carrey has done some stupid stuff in the past, though, so I'm like, well, why were you not calling some of this stuff out? And you've been saying stupid stuff as well, Jim Carrey. So it's not like he's innocent and all that as well. But that was surprising that he said that, and he was right, to be fair. I think Candyman is better than Lawnmower Man, but I like Lawnmower Man. Will Smith needs Jesus and he needs therapy. He needs to get divorced. He needs to get divorced, go somewhere, clear his head, and then make the comeback that much sweeter. No, I like Extreme Prejudice, but not enough to pay 25, $30 for a Blu-ray. That's just me. An era of slasher films? No, because it's just not how it is. There's so many movies and so much product being made for streaming capabilities that any movie, I mean, they did Amityville in space. Any movie, if it costs, even if it costs $30, quantity over quality is how it is with today. It's more about the quantity, not the quality. Yeah, Steven Seagal should have retired long ago. Hey, Eddie, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the kind words. I don't remember a thing about Campfire Tales. Not a fan of Shinjuku Incident. I thought it was a very boring film. Christian Bale, I liked in Equilibrium and American Psycho. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I liked in the film Brick. I don't remember much about Vice Versa. The Purge 2 Anarchy I liked more than the first one. That's one example. I know there are others. I can't think of them right now. Well, Death Wish sequels I liked more than the first. Um, Probably 2.5 out of 5. I like Robert Pattinson a lot more than Christian Bale. Because Christian Bale, I think, sucked as Batman. I'm sorry, I don't like Nolan's Batman films. I like the new Batman 10 times better than Nolan's Batman's. You fucking. And the Dark Knight ending is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. The Dark Knight ending, Heath Ledger's good, but the ending of the Dark Knight is fucking stupid. People complain about the ending of this new Batman. I mean, no, 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 no. To each their own. The Dark Knight ending is much dumber and fucking stupid. Halloween Ends, I don't know any info on it. I haven't kept track. I think they all should retire. I think the entire Hollywood should retire. Dolly Dearest is worse. Marcel, I don't know what that is. Sorry. I don't want to see a 4-hour cut of Revenge of the Sith. Fuck that. Die 2. I agree. Good movies. Definitely Titanic. Well, I have other cats. That wasn't the only cat I had. Yeah, I reviewed Spookies. Ambitious effects, but the backstory, the background, the clusterfuck of the making of it ruined that movie. Cool, I'm glad you like Willy's Wonderland. That's a fun film. That's a movie that's like an 80s movie, but they don't have to advertise, we're 80s, we're 80s. It's like, no, it just was. And it was fun. A male version? How old does a character have to be? Because if it's like, how old would a character have to be? Like nowadays, Ripley. I don't know. I don't even know, man. Who the hell is worth the shit nowadays anyway? I don't even know. Well, what is he supposed to say? He's in the film. Is he supposed to say it's going to be the worst one yet? That's not how you market films. A remake of. No, they don't cast Jada Pinkett in that role. Will Smith. She's from the streets of Philadelphia, and Jada Pinkett looks like she's from the movie. Full Moon, I would say I like more because I like the Trancers films, and I like Doll Man and some of the Puppet Master movies more than Trauma. Slenderman's a character. I don't know much about him as a character. I've seen people play the games. Yeah, I mean, like Watchers was one, and I read a few others. Just it's there's no time to do it nowadays. Just not a lot of time. Windy City Heat, never heard of it. Twister, I would go with Twister. Will Smith would never smack Arnold. Hey, 2JC. Sorry about refunding the money. I hope you understand. It's a lot of stuff to do, and I'm just so backed up with stuff. And it's like if there's someone requests something, I prefer just one at a time. Otherwise, I'm already kind of it's me just trying to keep up with it. Uh, some people have mentioned, but I'm like, that movie's 3 hours long. That's a long fucking movie, man. And I already know I'm not into it, so that's a long fucking movie. It's also about time too. I have a stack of stuff I want to see on my own. It's just been busy doing requests, and I appreciate it. I'll keep doing it. It's just I have to be able to pace myself, otherwise it'd be too much of a burnout. I have to do it because I hate people having to wait for the request to get done. So I apologize for people who are still waiting. I'm doing the best that I can. I mean, I don't know what the top three, like X Files used to be one. Um, Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe, I really enjoyed. I mentioned like the sitcom Elf, Reno 911, I really enjoyed. Scare Tactics, Insomnia with David Tell. There's a few I liked. Jalal Murray, yes, I do. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen Missing Action 3 in a long time. Who's was Tupac? He's definitely more jealous of Tupac. Do you think? A little bit. He's a little bit arrogant. A little bit. Favorite Tom Cruise film? Edge of Tomorrow is my favorite. I don't think Expendables 5 will happen. I think Stallone has said he doesn't want to do anymore after 4. Romeo's Bleeding, I don't remember anything about that movie. I'm not in the Cobra Kai. I'm sorry. I think Karate Kid died when Pat Morita died. I don't think you needed to make any more. Yeah, but he won't do it. No, I don't. I'm not a fan. I think the sequels are much better. I like Silver Bullet a lot more. Yeah, a lot of people have asked John. Um, what else can I say? Something was done. Glad something was done. Now I'm sure people will stop talking about Will Smith for a while, and Will Smith will just disappear. I disagree 100%, man. But teach their own. And when that makes me love the film even more. But teach their own. American Werewolf I like more than The Howling. Blue Streak or Money. I'll go Money Talks. I don't know. Van Damme's track record has been pretty bad lately. I'm Manny. You're asking me about like every actor known to mankind. I don't know what to say about most of them, Manny. I apologize, but ask me about every actor. I don't know what to tell you about them. Steve Buscemi, I don't mind. John Leguizamo, I don't mind. I don't really have much to say about it. What's worse? The Spy Next Door is worse. John Carpenter's not going to be directing any more movies. He's just relaxing in retirement. I think John Carpenter's not going to make another movie again. And Bruce Willis, I mean, I've talked about before in my review of Hostage. I said he should retire long ago, and it came to fruition, and maybe that's for the best. But it's sad that he has the brain illness. That's too bad. Does excuse him being a dip, though, for so long. Did Shorty? I barely remember. I would go to no European country. My favorite part, I liked the finale. I really liked that. I liked the Batmobile chase scene. I like pretty much the whole movie. I mean, I really liked it. I don't get what the issues are. I really don't. Because Leatherface is in it, and people love their franchises. You What if a white guy slapped Chris Rock? He'd be called racist. He'd absolutely be called racist. Favorite Tom Hanks films? The Burbs. The Burbs is my favorite. I haven't seen Chinatown forever. I do remember liking The Last Detail, though. Like I already said, I didn't mind her in the Until Dawn video game. I think Van Damme should just retire and talk about his older films. No, I did not see One Shot. Daily Target, I don't really remember much. The Thing prequel is worse to me. I never watched Gundam, so I wouldn't know anything about it. Yeah, I agree. The Dark Knight was overlong. That's a movie that felt more boring. Same with Spider-Man: No Way Home. I like Bon Jovi. I like a lot of his songs, including Always. I've heard of Number One with a Bullet, but I've never seen it. Batman '89 or The Shining. I would go with The Shining. Shockwaves, I barely remember. Underworld Sits or Dread. Neither. Fought neither of those. No, you don't need a prequel. Why would you need a prequel? This is how John McClane started. We saw how he started. It's called Die Hard. Die Hard is the prequel. That's the whole point. Like, Die Hard is the prequel, man. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? How's it going? Would you like to come on for a bit? If not, if you're too busy, no problem. But let me know. I can always invite you in. So just let me know. If not, no worries, man. Home Sweet Home is pretty awful, pretty terrible. From 1981, that's a bad movie, Home Sweet Home. Ted 3 or Paul 2. I would rather see Paul 2. Definitely much rather see that. The trailer for Memory? No, I haven't seen the trailer for Memory. No, no problem, Mike. No problem. At least thanks for coming on for at least a little bit. I like both Lionheart and Time Cop. I probably choose Time Cop just for the sci-fi elements. Favorite Jackie Chan film? Right now, I will say. Right now, I'll say Operation Condor. No, I didn't see Bonfire of the Vanities. I didn't see that one. I've heard the backstory of it though. 10 actors who should retire. All of them should retire. Just the entire Hollywood should retire. Underrated Bruce Willis again. The Last Boy Scout, The Fifth Element. Even You'll Live Free or Die Hard. Johnny Jerry, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I like Metallica. I like Metallica quite a bit. I'm not in the Gangs of New York. No, neither. Best Jamie Foxx film? Any Given Sunday. The backstory is horrible. It's pretty nuts. Heaven's Gate for the 90s. Let's spend millions of dollars shooting a scene that lasts 5 seconds on a Concorde plane. Yeah, waste of money, waste of time. Waste of money, waste of time. Just absolutely ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Best Denzel performance? My favorite movie is Virtuosity, but performance wise, I don't know. I mean, Training Day is a good performance. Derek Hart. They don't really seem the best fit for Top Gun. I'm fine with the way the cards fell, so to speak. No, why should I expect anything? There has been a good Predator film since 1990. People said, well, maybe the new Predator film would be good, and that was The Predator in 2018. So that alone tells you it was dog shit. I know the Foo Fighters, like who they are, but I've not seen their new movie. American Me never saw. West Side Story, I have no interest. I'm not a West Side Story guy. I would go with The Shining. Goodfellas or Casino, I like both. I go back and forth. I like both. Yeah, I believe I have a review of Showgirls on the channel. I believe it's still up. If not, yeah, Showgirls is bad. It's an awful film. At least I used to have a review up for the movie. No, I disagree. I think Aliens is better. I think Rambo for Split Part 2 is better. I think Hard Target is better. I think Predator is better. I think The Running Man is better. So I disagree. So I like Terminator 2, but there's many other films. I think Die Hard is better. I think True Lies is better. That's just me. Well, what modern music is worth it? Feel free to name some. I don't know. Probably got claimed. Cripple Masters, I never saw. I know what it is though. Enemy of the State, I prefer. I prefer Enemy of the State. Although I do like Crimson Tide. Vision USA is better. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Carbon Copy with Denzel Washington. Yeah. Now that's a comedy. Billy, I don't know who Billie Eilish is. The Devil's Own, I thought was pretty boring. Best John Travolta film, Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow is my favorite. I like The General's Daughter. I like Pulp Fiction, but my favorite is Broken Arrow. I like James Cameron's movies for the most part. The Abyss, Terminator, Aliens, Terminator 2, True Lies, but as a person, he seems like a dumbass. No, I put Terminator 2 over Double Team. I don't mind Saturday Night Fever. I don't mind it. Top five underrated Bond films. License to Kill is one. I mean, when you say underrated, like GoldenEye is good, but that's not really underrated. Spy Who Loved Me is good, but I don't know if you call it underrated. So I don't know what five underrated ones other than License to Kill I would put on there. Terminator 2 is way better than Avatar. Drake, The Weeknd, I don't even know who the hell those are. Never even heard of them. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I already mentioned mine. I have seen all the James Bond films. Favorite actor is Pierce Brosnan. Uh, James Cameron because he did Aliens, which is one of my favorite films ever. They're all right, the cars, but it's not a favorite. John C. Riley, I don't mind him, but I don't know of any favorite actors. I mean, any favorite movies of his. No, I didn't see the Uncharted movie. Had no interest in it. Best live action Joker, Jack Nicholson. Above the Law, I would go Above the Law. Bullet Train, no, I still haven't seen the trailer to that movie. Have not seen Morbius. Michael CP saw Morbius. He did a rant on it. Have a good night, Mike. Have a good night, man. I ranted on the film. I thought it sucked. I have a rant of it on the channel. Fuck Parasite. I would go with Legend of Drunken Master. The Stooges with Iggy Pop. They're all right. I would choose Scarface. Yeah, The Negotiator's a good movie, despite Kevin Spacey being a fucking creep. I would like to see Sonic 2, but like I've said before, I got like over 20 requests to get to as of right now, so I'm pretty backed up being busy with them. Yeah, I'd rather watch Rocky 5 than the Creed films, yeah. I don't know who Patch McKenzie is. Uh, the lead singer AC/DC, I would say. Favorite film with Gene Wilder. See No Evil, Hear No Evil is my favorite. Suicidal. I don't know who they are. Hello There, Hayden. Best movie endings? Go watch the ending of The Cop with James Woods. That's a pretty good ending. I won't spoil it. Um, Maybe because he did a good job with Casino Royale and GoldenEye. Maybe Spielberg has been doing a while. Right. So as a lot of people, they haven't been doing a while. Most underrated Lethal Weapon film. The third film. I think Lethal Weapon 3 is most underrated. I would go with Scarface. Should I've said before they should all retire. No, I think they both suck. I would watch none of them. Pennywise, I like more than Art. Yeah, well, that's cool. Right. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. We don't need a Lethal Weapon 5. Not needed. Miami Kitchen, it's bad. It's goofy. It's okay. Like it's okay to watch and that's so bad it's good. But it's okay. It's like a film I would never need to see again. Best Jason actor, Kane Hodder. Worst Jason actor, Ari Lehman from the first movie. It 2017 because it's a bad movie. Because it sucks. I said it in my rant. Feel free to watch my review. I said it all in my review as to why. I prefer Hero and the Terror. Braveheart. I prefer Braveheart over Gladiator. Bad Lieutenant, no, I haven't reviewed it. I don't remember Spielberg's filmography, so I don't know what the last good film he's done. Best heist movie? I have no idea. Um, no, there's not really specific that I watch when I'm tired. I'm pretty open. Maybe when tired, maybe comedies. Maybe comedies for when you're tired. Um, Probably Ali Aster. I don't mind the Funhouse. I think I did a review of that. I didn't mind it for what it was. Hi, Bobby. No problem, Adam. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick is a good actor. Actor. Yeah, when did Stanley Kubrick become an actor? I was looking ahead at another comment. Stanley Kubrick is a good director. Definitely one of the better directors. Wonderful visual style. I was looking at this one. Favorite Nick Cage films, actor. Con Air is my favorite. Did like Willy's Wonderland quite a bit. Serpico. Irreversible, not for me. Has like a 10-minute rape scene. I'm not into that stuff. I would go with Metallica. Nomadland. You'd have to remind me what that film is. 999 didn't see. Yeah, I guess you'd call it Samurai Cop. I guess I never thought of it that way. Why do people hate Dress Part 3? I don't know. Ask them. I don't. I'm not the one who hates it. I don't know why. It miniseries. Yeah, I would say that I prefer. Matt, what are your uh? If it's if someone, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, thank you for the super chat, AMBW channel. New fan of the channel. Thanks to you, I've developed an appreciation for 80s and 90s action movies. Better late than never. Cool. I really appreciate it. Which action films have you looked into, if I may ask? Is there any specific action films you've looked into because of that? Is that a film I reviewed, Nomadland? I swear I reviewed that. Hello, Ryan. 300. I would choose Unforgiven over 300. Living Dead films. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is my favorite, and then Day of the Dead. I would put GoldenEye. The original is much better. The remake is fucking awful. I don't really have a crush on actresses. I'd rather have a crush on porn stars, but not actresses. There Will Be Blood. It's not my kind of movie. Chain of Command is a little bit underrated, so maybe that one I would choose. Recommend me. You don't have to let me know what genre. Is it action, horror, one-man army action, a creature feature? You'd have to let me know, like what kind. Vacancy, I barely remember. I remember the ending being kind of lame because Luke Wilson gets put to the wayside and Kate Beckinsale has to do everything. I'm like, why can't both of them work together to solve the problem? Why does Luke Wilson have to be put to the wayside and Kate Beckinsale have to do everything? Saw something I liked. Okay, that's fine because I heard a lot of people hated it. So, and they said the first one was better. I put Unforgiven over Logan. The more I think about it, I remember liking the first National Treasure. Yeah, Panic in Needle Park. I never even heard of it. Yeah, you rent. Okay, now I remember. I like Air Force One. Good movie. She was fine in Low Down Dirty Shame. She was fine in some of the other stuff. I think she was in Collateral, but she just turned to the devil. Fucking leech. Jumper sucked. The Uninvited. I've never even heard of this film. Tombstone, I much prefer. I reviewed Are We There Yet? I reviewed it on the channel. It wasn't good. Hey, Caleb. Teen Comedy, I have not reviewed. Yeah, I guess Hellbound is a buddy cop film. Yeah, in a way. Tom Arnold, he's there. I liked him more than Roseanne. Yeah, if you want to put me in your story, feel free. I feel honored. Be my guest, Bobby. Feel free. I know I've reviewed Hell of a Boss, but I've only seen it once, so I don't have a lot of. I can't remember much about it. I know I reviewed it. I know I liked it, but I don't remember much about it. 2001. Okay, Delta Force, Last Action Hero, Commando. Well, I definitely recommend, since the 80s, 90s, Showdown Low Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. I recommend, now that I see it up here, if you want a little bit of horror, I See You with Stallone. It's like his horror movie. And I recommend I Come in Peace, also known as Dark Angel. I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren. Definitely recommend this one. So, definitely recommend those. And I recommend everyone out here to watch this film, Uncommon Valor. You want the bid recommendation? Like the guy asked, pick a movie? Uncommon Valor, 1983, Gene Hackman. Check out Uncommon Valor. If there's one recommendation, that movie, Uncommon Valor. Gene Hackman, Patrick Swayze, Fred Ward. Great movie. Great film. Not just action, but drama, characters, heart. Very heartfelt at the end. Easily check out Uncommon Valor. At the end, if there's one movie to pick, Uncommon Valor. Check that movie out. That's a personal favorite of mine that no one talks about and does not get nearly enough credit, even though it deserves a lot more. Hey Jay, hope you're doing well. I don't really have a favorite scene from Django. Probably whenever a gunfight happens, because the squibs are so over the top gory. Top 3 horror anthologies. Creepshow is up there. Cat's Eye would be up there. And then either Tales from the Hood or Trick or Treat from 2009. Air Force One. I go with Con Air because that's more of a popcorn action movie. I didn't watch The Golden Girls, so I can't answer that. I don't mind Kevin Costner. I love JFK. I need to pick up the Blu-ray of that someday. The Untouchables, Field of Dreams. I've only played one Uncharted game, and it's been so long I don't remember much about it, so. And I had the other games, but when I tried them, they didn't work, so I have to get it, maybe another pack. A lot of people ask me the worst films ever, but there's too many to pick. It's impossible for me to pick one. It's very impossible. Yeah, I know all the Rambo films did get a 4K. I don't know if I'll ever pick that up though. I have not seen the third one. I've only seen the first two, and I'm not really a fan of the first one, but I do like the second film. Yeah, I reviewed one of them called Health Inspector, and it was terrible. The Wet Ones is worse because it's like 3 hours long. Man on Fire with Denzel? Yeah, I like that movie. It's a good movie. Rambo McLean for life. Hey, no issues with me. That's fine. It's not like Rambo for Life is the most original. I got it from For Life, like NWO. So to me, that's fine. I love G.I. Jane, the third act, though. The issue is too much of this shaky cam. They need to calm that down. But I still like G.I. Jane. Yeah, I would say Ice-T I liked more as an actor, especially in films like New Jack City. Surviving the Game is good. But I don't mind Ice Cube in films like Friday. Roland Emmerich, I mean, no, not compared to other directors. Yeah, I like both of those, Drive and Replacement. Those are good ones. Yeah, Give Uncommon Valor a watch. It may seem like it's just a dumb action movie. It's not. It's got a lot more heart to it, and you know, good, good ending. I'll just say that. Tequila Sunrise I can never get into. Favorite Anthony Hopkins film? Hmm. I don't know. But I don't know, I have to think about it. I do like The Edge. I don't know if that'd be a favorite though. I don't know, I have to think about it. Did you almost get a heart attack? I should have. I should have. I did not grow up playing the games, but I remember liking the character and seeing certain videos. As in, when people played the game on YouTube, I'm like, wow, this seems fun. And then I did play a little bit via ROMs, and it was a fun bit. I think my cousin may have had, because they had Sega Genesis. I might have played a little bit of Sonic back in the day, but it's been so long I can't remember. But I don't have a favorite character, but I do remember seemed like it'd be a fun game, and I liked the first movie. So yeah, I reviewed Donnie Darko. Hey there, True Fire. Hey, let's see. I hated the Book of Eli. Hated that movie. Stupid fucking ending. Oh, he's been blind the whole time, and he's carrying the Bible. Great, he's a Jehovah's Witness. Which celebrity you would save from getting killed? Brandon Lee. If I had to choose one, to be Brandon Lee. Would love to have seen what could have happened after. But yeah, Brandon Lee. I know the Boondocks. I have not seen it. Yeah, a lot of people in the comments are liking Sonic 2 in the comment section here, so that's cool. I just don't like that they're on Earth again. That's another thing. Like, they're on Earth again. I thought maybe they could do something more. Do they have to be on Earth still? Is there going to be much action in the film? Because I like the first film, but there's not a lot of action in the movie, in the first film. Although I do like it for what it is. I really do. But I'm like, man, there's not much action in the film. And, like, is that going to be the same with this, where there's not much action? Is going to be much more human stuff? And it's like, I could deal with it the first time, but it's like going to be a lot more humans, and fuck the humans, and why are we still on Earth? And so that's kind of the thing going in my head, going, I don't know. I would like it to be good, but it's like, why are we on Earth still? And there's going to be more of this human stuff. And, is there going to be little action again? But we'll see. We will see one day. Of course, the way how fast things get on Blu-ray, by the time I blink, it'll be on Blu-ray. I've not read the Mask comic books. I've heard of them. I know they're much more violent than the movies. Rise of Skywalker is way, way worse. Just what they do at Emperor Palpatine is like way worse. Yeah, I reviewed some of them. They were fucking awful. Some of the worst comedies ever. The Benchwarmers, it's so at best. I don't know. I mean, favorite Dracula. The Monster Squad is a good one. That's a good Dracula. Bela Lugosi. Frankenstein Monster, Boris Karloff is a good one. Worst, I mean, Van Helsing for the Frankenstein Monster and Dracula. Also, Blade Trinity for worst for Dracula. And Mr. Hyde. I don't even know for Mr. Hyde. Because I haven't seen Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde for the best. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, he fucked up his career in one night. He'll be back. It's Hollywood. They forget quickly. He'll be back. Not the Oscars, of course, but movie wise, he'll be back. Give it a year. Give it a year. 1 year time, he'll have like a project going. Yeah, Cliffhanger, classic. Very good movie. Yes, I did review every single Steven Seagal film, and I dare anyone to do that without having to fast forward through the movies. I saw Basic in the movie theater, actually. That's why I went to the movie theater almost every weekend. Saw Basic in the theater. I got fooled by the twist ending, I will admit. It was very convoluted, to be fair. It was very convoluted, but the twist ending was kind of fun. And it's kind of like April Fool's Day for action films. If you think about it, if you know the April Fool's Day from 1986, Basic is the April Fool's Day of action movies. And a lot of people didn't like that, but I think now that's why it endeared to me. Like, fuck, this is like April Fool's Day. I love April Fool's Day. But it's like that with a thriller action movie. Love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's a classic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The trailer didn't do anything for me. Those seems like games that's better to watch than play. Although I did like, oh, what the hell? House of no, the one that was like, God damn it! I played the fucking game. The one where they're in the cave, Afghanistan, and it's vampires. Why can't I remember the fucking name of the movie? Not movie, the game. House, not how. What the fuck was it? Does anyone remember? It was the. I played it. My memory's bad now. What the fuck was the game called? I keep want to say House of Cards, but that has nothing to do with it. House of Edges, Cave of Dreams, Layers of Fear. It's not Layers of Fear. God damn it, what was it called? Does anyone remember? House of Ashes. Thank you, Manny. Thank you. There's a gold star. Thank you. See, it shows how bad my memory's going. My memory is going. Thank you. House of Ashes. I did enjoy that, but I don't know, the trailer, and I don't know. The trailer didn't do anything for me for this new one. That's probably a game I would rather see someone play than play myself. I believe I reviewed the client. I liked it for what it was. Thank you, Kane. Natural all day. Fuck the silicone. Suburban Commando is fun for what it is. Really, it's the only Hulk Hogan film I can watch. They've been trying to remake The Crow for like 10 years. So I'll believe it when it's actually being made. Favorite horror film, that's tough. It depends because it changes from John Carpenter's The Thing is a common answer I've given. So it's up. That'll be the answer for now. John Carpenter's The Thing. Damn, 2 hours. But is there like a lot of human stuff in it that just hurts the pacing? Humans doing this, humans doing that. My favorite Elm Street film is Part 4, The Dream Master. I barely remember that episode, to be honest. I'm not a Gangs of New York type of guy. That ending made no damn sense to me, for one. And that's cool if you like it, but it's like he has a dream, but the dream is like, it was not really much of an ending. It was just disappointing. It's like, Tommy Lee Jones' character was completely pointless. He was completely worthless. He didn't accomplish anything. He didn't help anything. He didn't stop anything. His character was completely useless. If you took his character out of the movie, nothing would change. And then he talks about this weird dream that it's like, what does his dream mean? Then the movie stops. It's like, tough shit. Goodbye, go home, fuck you, good luck, good night. I'm like, well, fuck you then, movie. Fine, I don't care either. It's like, fine, then fuck you, movie. Kiss my ass. Favorite Jackie Chan movies: Operation Condor, Rumble in the Bronx, Rush Hour 1 and 2, Police Story's a good one, among others. The Ambulance, nah, I have no interest. 56. Seagal made a lot of movies. He made a lot of movies. He made like 6 in 1 year. He made like 6 in one fucking year. Do you like car chase movies? It depends on the specific movie. Yeah, I reviewed Dumb and Dumber. When I reviewed that film on the channel. My favorite Seagal film is Out for Justice. T3, not as good as T1, T2, but it's better than Genesis and Dark Fate. Yeah, if I get a sniper rifle and shoot him in the face, I could beat him. Best action starts with a dramatic performance. Jean-Claude Van Damme and his performance in Hell, Wake of Death, and JCVD. Doctor Strange 2 going to suck. Yeah, suck. Strange ass. Yeah, everyone's been saying that in the chat. That's what you did. That's what you do. You fucked someone in the ass. No, I don't care about Machete or Machete kills. I would go with Point Break, because at least I like Terminator 2. Well, I don't know. Jim Carrey said that on April Fool's Day, so I don't know what the deal is. That's kind of a weird day to do that on. What film is Demi Moore hottest in? G.I. Jane. I think she's pretty good in G.I. Jane. Jamie Lee Curtis strip scene. I liked it. Hamburger. I would pick Hamburger Hill. Yeah, someone mentioned The Quarry, and I said, I liked House of Ashes. I wasn't really big on Until Dawn. Especially the ending pissed me off. I wasn't big. I liked House of Ashes much more than Until Dawn. I wasn't really big into Until Dawn. I mean, I liked one section. I think Until Dawn works better as a movie than a game. But House of Ashes, I actually like playing the game. Until Dawn, I think I like seeing it as a movie edited together, but not as playing a game. I don't know who has fake boobs. Where's the list? Flawless. John Carpenter's The Thing and Aliens are pretty close. Favorite dream episode from sitcom? I don't really have a favorite. There Would Be Blood, LinkedIn. They're not my kind of movies. I guess Ewan McGregor. I like Alec Guinness, but Ewan McGregor I thought was the best part of those movies. So I'll go with Ewan McGregor. Favorite Trails of Horror segment? The Shining. Their take on The Shining. Bacon Cheeseburger is pretty good. I do like Jackie Chan's. I think it's Jackie Chan's First Strike. I do like that film. Yeah, I wanted Leo to live. That's just my own take. Uh, yes, my favorite is Desperado though. I wish if Will Smith slaps Steven Seagal, I'd be cheering him on. I'd be like, yes, I'm gonna buy every movie he's been in, including the ones I don't like. If Will Smith slaps Steven Seagal, I'd be like, okay, let me go find all the movies I don't have Will Smith, and I will buy them all just to support him. I liked the Dumb and Dumber. I reviewed the film on the channel. I liked it. I haven't seen much of Star Wars Theory. I know who he is though. Tobin Bell did a good job as Jigsaw. Sadly, most of those movies were pretty bad. Devouring a carrot handed him by the dictator Beller. What the hell? He missed sucking dick that much? He gotta eat carrots? Well, I got a carrot for him right here. I know of them, but I I haven't read them in like 20 years. Your birthday's coming up Monday. Happy birthday for Monday. Shin Godzilla, more like shit Godzilla. Fuck that movie. Fuck shit, Godzilla. Okay, cool. Yeah, Chain Command was fun. Definitely one of my favorite Dudikoff movies. Hey, Heavy Metal Turtles. Best pro wrestlers with long hair. I guess Bret the Hitman Hart. I guess he had long hair. I would go with Elm Street 4. My favorite Bruce Willis movie is Die Hard, the original Die Hard. I hate No Holds Barred. I've seen the film. I hate that film. I think that film is dog shit. I think that film is dog shit. I like Suburban Commando. It's fun for a kids movie. No Holds Barred is absolute dog shit. I haven't seen Sisters. Kylo Ren's lightsaber is fucking stupid. You move 1 inch wrong, you stab yourself. And he should stab himself right through his fucking head. Kylo Ren, the fucking idiot. Kylo Ren. Well, happy birthday for 3 months. And your birthday is April 11th. Happy birthday, future birthday. People don't get mad at me, but Godzilla. Although I do like Jurassic Park. But I root for the underdog. That's why I like to root for the underdog. No, I know who he is. I haven't watched much of his stuff though. Um, I don't know. I think Dolph Lundgren would surprise people though. I think Dolph Lundgren would surprise people because he could do martial arts, but he's got a lot of upper body strength too. But it'd be like it'd come down to Dolph Lundgren and Bruce Lee. Batman Ninja anime. I haven't seen that one. You're right, because they try to make him likable and sympathetic, which is stupid. That wasn't the point of Ivan Drago. That was stupid. Ric Flair, I'm sorry. I think he's the most overrated. He's one of the most overrated wrestlers of all time. I'm sorry. He's good in a promo, but his matches, they're all the same. And there's not a lot of offensive maneuvers. The figure four, like, never works. And he seems like a crazy guy nowadays with what he says. He's just gone crazy. And I never, Ric Flair, unless it's someone I like that he's up against, I really care to watch him. Good promos. Good promos. And sorry, what makes the Royal Rumble work where he won was Bobby the Brain Heenan's commentary. And plus, he had so many familiar people in that. And I don't dislike Ric Flair. I don't hate him. I like him. But I do think he's very overrated. Because again, I've seen so many better wrestlers technically, and he's good at promos, but his matches, they do kind of start feeling the same. Like the matches he would do with Hulk Hogan in WCW, if you saw one, you like saw them all. So I don't know. That's just me. And I don't hate Ric Flair, but it's just there's others I like more. Like Bret the Hitman Hart, I liked more. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I like more. Even though his matches became the same because he got limited because of his neck injury. Well, yeah, the first two Creeds such, so why wouldn't it? Tim Burton, I like a lot of his early films, especially Batman '89, Beetlejuice. Favorite Michael Bay film, Bad Boys 1 and 2. No. Well, I can't say this because I never got it. I would assume the April Fool's Day one would be the worst because it has like garbage, garbage features. It sounds like and garbage cover. Mars Attacks I could never get into. Uh, you have to show me the trailer first. Seagal easily has the worst hair. Best design, Probably the Darth Maul one. The worst is Kylo Ren. Tommy Dreamer, I didn't watch much of in ECW. A good action movie with vampires. John Carpenter's Vampires. I mean, Van Helsing is not that good. From Dusk Till Dawn. You know what? From Dusk Till Dawn. Go watch From Dusk Till Dawn as soon as possible. From Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney. Go watch From Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn, George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. Go watch that one. Go watch From Dusk Till Dawn. I don't remember much about Poison Ivy. Amadeus, I never saw. Andy Griffith's show, I only see a bit. I saw bits and pieces like when I was a kid, so it's been like 30 years since I've seen it. I don't remember most of the Harry Potter films when I reviewed them, so I don't know what would be the best or worst. I saw them and I liked some of them, but I can't remember a thing about those movies, to be perfectly honest. No, he didn't deserve the Oscar for The Departed. I don't know why he got in the first place. Who should replace? They're not. I don't think they're going to replace Ezra Miller. I don't think they will. I think they shot too much. They spent too much money. I think they will release that movie as is. People will see it from Michael Keaton. Because let's face it, people are seeing it from Michael Keaton, not for the Flash. They want to see Batman again. And then the Flash don't disappear for years, and then they'll reboot it in like 5 or so years. Do you like Edward Scissorhands? Yes, I do. I have no idea what Todd in the Shadows is. Free and Strike, I barely remember a thing about it. I would prefer the orange and brown suit. Flowery Heat, God. I gotta go with Heat. It's Pacino or Robert De Niro face to face. I own a couple. I have a Mellow Yellow. I have a Hard Target hat now. This hat, so I have a couple. I didn't like Crouching Tiger. Never did. I like the Alien with Michael Caine. I do like that film, especially when Michael Caine gets a 50 caliber against pirates. I thought that was cool. Have not seen Yojimbo. That looked like the entire movie was shown in the trailer. So, no, I didn't. But then the fake boobs look good on her. I don't know about best, but he's decent. He's a pretty good director. I mean, I don't know about best. I would put like Tony Scott and such above it. Well, that's fine. Not everything has to have a franchise. Not everything needs a franchise. What song gets you pumped up? Hearts on Fire from Rocky 4. Favorite theme from an action movie? I don't know. That's tough. Bishop's Countdown from Aliens is one. Theme from Con Air, that's a good one. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody feels. What you said, Chase, is how everyone feels. Yeah, I think there's some of the more overrated films. The Dark Knight, I think the ending is stupid. I know people complain about the ending in the new Batman. I'm sorry, I like that ending. The Dark Knight, oh, let's have a boat with a bunch of prisoners. But because one dude says we're not going to blow up, some of them are rapists and murderers. You don't think they're going to dogpile you and take the fucking thing away? And there'd be fighting. There'd be punch kicked in, biting, bite your nose, bite your dick, bite your balls to get that detonator and blow up the other fucking boat. And the fact that, no, Tiny Lister Jr. said, we must be better. And then, yes, we will be better. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't buy this for a second. I don't buy this for a taste of beer. I don't buy this for a moment. You're insulting my intelligence. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit my dick. That is so fucking stupid of that movie. Give me a fucking break. What piece of Kit Kat bar are you breaking? You're breaking my balls, movie. You're breaking my balls. Give me a break. That was so fucking stupid in that movie. And like no one talks about it. No one brings it up. I do like Kill Bill. I saw the first one in the theater. Enjoyed it. Red Dawn or Uncommon Valor I would pick. Striptease I think is better than Showgirls. Where did that come from? I don't believe that. I've never heard that before. My favorite Indiana Jones is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Love Raiders of the Lost Ark. Favorite video game soundtrack? Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. Well, they tried to do Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, and that didn't work, thankfully. I don't think it was just social media, just people's taste changed and people got more sensitive. And they're growing up in schools to be told to be more sensitive. I mean, what? Schools are now teaching kids about sex when they're 7 years old. That whole fucking, that whole thing in Florida, the whole bill that people are not paying attention to? Don't say gay. And it's like, no, if you read the bill, if you actually read the bill, it doesn't say you can't say gay. It says in the bill, hey, maybe when the kid is 5 or 6 or 7 years old, we should not teach them about sex and gay sex or any sex. Wait till they're like 15 and then have the parents do it. Makes sense to me. That bill makes sense to me, but then people got butthurt because they didn't fucking pay attention and read the fucking bill. The bill does not say you can't say gay. It says, hey, maybe the kids in kindergarten or second grade, why do you need to talk to them about sex? Let them enjoy their crayons. Let them enjoy how to spell cat and how to spell dog. Let them enjoy how to spell teeth, how to play with blocks. Why can't we do that? Is that against the law? Maybe it's against my law. I don't know. But the people, Ron Perlman going crazy. I'm like, Ron Perlman, I liked you as an actor, but you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, oh yeah, you Nazi. And I'm like, you didn't read the fucking thing. The bill does not say that. It says, hey, why are we teaching little kids who are in third grade about sex? Did someone explain that to me? Be my guest. Explain it to me. No, you don't need to do that. You know what they need to learn in third grade? 2 times 4. 3 times 2. That's what they need to know. Fuck's sake. If you hear that's one of my cats trying to get in the door. But I don't know, for some reason that's such a weird thing. Let's see what he wants. Oh, you want to be on camera? Come on. Oh, now you want to leave. Okay. Come on, you're on camera. There you go. There you go. This is the one trying to get in. There you go. There we go. Yeah. No, that cat's a troll. He wants to be picked up, and then when you pick her up, then he gets mad. It's like Jada Pinkett. No, she's a lot nicer than Jada Pinkett. At least Jada Pink. Hey Jedi, how you doing? I like The Killer, but nah, probably wouldn't be my favorite list. But I like The Killer. In the '90s, easily, definitely in the '90s, because it seemed like things made more sense in the '90s compared to today. See, so, oh, dude, that's cool. Well, what do you mean release? I'm not sure what you mean by release. Because on, I did a YouTube video and I put in a link away for if people wanted to download it, but I don't know what you mean by release. Because on that video where I talked about it, and there was a mega download in the info box for those who wanted to see it. I don't know what that is. I want to even know how that works. I don't know anything about that or how that works. Yeah, the bestseller's worth checking out. That's a good movie. Bestseller. Yeah, I like The Killer more than Face Off. Yeah. Yeah, good. Give more hate to Disney. I never played GTA 4. Hardboiled, yeah, that is a great movie. Hardboiled. I don't know where I'd rank it, but that's a good Hardboiled. Hardboiled is great. Michael, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, much nicer than Jada Pinkett. Yeah, Mark Hamill didn't read the fucking bill, which is funny. You're supposed to read a script before you know what you're talking about. Apparently, didn't read the bill before knowing what the fuck they're talking about. The bill doesn't say I don't want people to be gay. It's saying I don't want to teach people like kindergartners about sex. But that's a bad fucking thing somehow. I would love them to explain to my face how that's bad. I do have a PS3. I agree with you, my man. I love the whole movie. I mean, probably when Dolph Lundgren says, I think it's his native language, and he's shooting with the bazooka. Also, when he's fighting the bad guy at the end, and he hits that thing and it breaks, and Dolph's like, "Oh fuck," and he gets hit. It was just a natural reaction. It was like an axe, but it was so brittle it broke. It didn't hit it, and then Dolph's like, "Oh fuck." Very good movie. I did another great '90s action movie, underrated, Men of War. John Carpenter's my favorite director, so definitely John Carpenter. From what I understand, with when they make a film, the score they use a temp score, meaning they use score from other movies to kind of get a feeling for a scene, because they want a movie to be as edited as possible, so that when a composer goes in, they did all the ups and downs of a scene. Because if you cut the scene in half, then the score doesn't really fit the scene. So they want the edit to be as close to possible to the release, and then someone do the score to fit the highs and lows. So before they do that, they have a temporary score, and apparently they liked that score to Dewey so much, they said, "Let's buy it and use it." So they bought it and used it for the movie. I have not seen Morbius. I'd be for him slapping Ezra Miller. That'd be cool. Bridge of Dragons. I like the movie, but I don't have a favorite. Again, I have not seen Morbius. Yeah, there's a commentary for Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare that will be posted tomorrow, and then there's some commentaries. There's one. There you go. For Sneeze the movie, and then there's another one for X Men the movie that'll be coming sometime down the road. And there's a few other Critters 2. Someone sent in a request for Critters 2. Thank you. I appreciate it. I remember not minding Grinding Heart, but I don't think it needs so many sequels. Police Story. I would go with Police Story. I thought making Stream 5 was overkill, but it made money. People liked it, so they followed the money. But I will probably end it here because it's about 2 hours. 2 hours is a pretty good running time, so that it's not too overbearing, too overdone. And it's about 10 o'clock. I do have a lot of stuff I need to catch up on and do and edit. So I want to thank you guys for joining me, at least for 2 hours. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Very kind of you guys to do so. Hope you guys have a good day and a good week. Good weekend, I should say. We're at the weekend. No, I've not been playing any video games lately. But yeah, Jedi and Hayden and Benji and Eric and Ryan and Jack Frost Dippy, Caleb, everyone else, thank you for coming by, joining in for a little bit. You guys take care. We'll see you guys later. And keep safe out there. Be careful out there. And that's no matter where you go, there you are. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now. Take care. Heavy Metal Turtles, everyone. See you guys later. Mike, Ryan, Infinity Gauntlet. See you guys later. Take care. Peace.